Coming up today on Viejo Creek Outdoors.
That's why they call it a dirty '06, because that sucker just made a hole very dirty.
And we were actually buck hunting, but we were...
Guess this one's done growing.
That little piggy didn't make it to the market either.
Today we have a very special episode. At least it's very special to me. I'd like to welcome to the show my dad, Buster Simpson. Welcome, Dad.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on the show.
Now, don't go telling everybody everything I did when I was little. Mom always said I was just high-spirited.
Oh, you were high-spirited, all right. I could tell the audience a lot of stories about you.
Dad, tell everyone how long you've been hunting and what's the difference of when you were hunting and the way we hunt now, the way you hunted growing up, what, 30, 40 years ago, and what it is like today?
Well, I've been hunting for probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 45 years. And today is totally different than it was back then. Back then, all we did, we hunted with shotguns. We looked in the woods for some tracks. If we found some tracks, we would sprinkle some corn and we would climb up a tree with a homemade tree climber, and then we would wait for. Sometimes we may go out 10 straight times without seeing a deer. Wow. But it's totally different today.
It is. So what about when we come here and we use the grunt calls and we use the snort wheeze and we use the attractants and all that and the scent and all that. And I know when you first came up here, you were just like, I'm not gonna do all that. But be honest, after you started doing it a little bit, did you see more deer? And it's just, the way we look at it is today's, look, we use some high-tech stuff. You know, our job here is to put clients on bucks. And this week you are a client, so y'all come along and join my dad, Buster Simpson, and my nephew, CJ Simpson, on a buck we named Lucy.
Well, the weather really has been unreal. One night it's like 32 degrees, and in the daytime it's 84 degrees. The wind's been blowing 10 to 20 miles and 25 miles an hour. But I was hunting the first day with my nephew, CJ Simpson. That's my brother's grandson. And we were seeing a lot of deer. We were seeing a lot of does and young bucks. And we saw a very, very good 8-point, a big, tall, golden horn 8-point. And I decided that there may be something better out there. He was kind of a borderline shooter, and I decided to hold off and not shoot.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey, don't go anywhere because we're just getting started.
What do you think about our TV show? Did you think when I was little, 10, 15 years old, or Did you think we'd be sitting here in front of all these viewers?
Absolutely not. I never even imagined this would be happening. Now I'm so proud of you on what you've done for the sport of deer hunting, and I'm really amazed at what you've gotten done and got accomplished. I let him go, and I was kind of regretting it and everything. But then we waited a little while, and about 30 minutes later, I happened to be looking with my binoculars at an opening about 150 yards away, and I saw a good buck cross over, and he was headed our way. So that's what happened. And he worked his way on a slow trot or a medium trot, and he came within about 120 yards of our stand, and we looked at him, and this was a shooter buck. We had no doubt that it was a shooter buck, and I took the shot, and I hit him high. I aimed for his shoulder. He was kind of quartering toward us, but I aimed for his shoulder to go into his vitals, but I hit a little bit low. There he is. There he is. There's a good buck coming. There's a good buck. He's a shooter. He's a shooter. Whenever you're ready. I hit him. Good front shoulder shot. I got him.
All right, here we are with Lucy, my dad's buck, and Tin Bears, my buck. It's pretty neat when you can come up here in 1 week in about what, Dad, 4 days?
4 days.
In about 4 days, and end up with 2 of these. What do y'all think? Look at this. There's some horn here. I guarantee you there's over 180 inches here, easy. We haven't scored them yet, but I got this one Christmas morning while they were coming the next day. And y'all were supposed to fly in, right?
That's right, and we wasn't able to fly because of the weather.
So the plane was grounded, and instead of them just going back to the house, they threw their stuff in the truck, jumped on the road. 8.5 hours later, y'all pulled into Viejo Creek Ranch, and I think within an hour after y'all arrived, you were hunting, wasn't you?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We made an afternoon hunt, then we went into the next day's hunt.
But man, we're proud of these. This was some tough hunting up here this week. I mean, we had actually it's post rut, so everybody knows they're in post rut. They just don't move. They're laying up. They're not interested in doing anything but resting. And we drew both of these out. We hunted hard, and it ended up paying off. So it was fun to come up here with my dad this one trip, and we were both here together, and we're sitting here holding these 2 right here. And I'm proud of you for how you did it. You hung in there. It was a little aggravating, wasn't it?
Yeah, the weather really played tricks on us, but we were able to take 2 good bucks.
Welcome back to Viejo Creek Outdoors with Keith Simpson. Now it's time for the recipe of the week, brought to you by Red River Bank. You're gonna love your next mortgage, from start to finish.
This week's recipe of the week is brought to you by Red River Bank of Alexandria, Louisiana. It's deer spaghetti. I do have a lot of Italian friends that'll probably make fun of me, but we don't have 2 days to cook a sauce, so I'm gonna show you a pretty decent and well-hearty meal that all of our guests seem to like. So first thing I'm gonna do is go over all the ingredients. 2 cans of roasted diced tomatoes, 1 large can or 4 small cans of garlic-based tomato sauce, Cooper's barbecue seasoning, Tony's, salt, 3 or 4 sticks of celery, yellow onion, bell pepper, which makes up the Holy Trinity, and then good old deer ground meat. Hey, y'all don't stress about writing all this down. Y'all can easily go to our website. It's 𝑉𝐽𝐻𝑃Outdoors.com. We have each recipe of the week on there and how to make it. Before it's cooked, go ahead and add your seasoning. I usually put about ¼ cup Cooper's or some good barbecue seasoning. We do tend to make this spaghetti a little spicy. People like it. It's not going to be overbearing, but it's going to be very good. This is Tony's, and we're going to cover that pretty good. Just cover the top with it. So at this time, I'm going to add the Holy Trinity. And y'all notice I didn't drain that meat. I actually have some of my friends that actually put it in a strainer. Don't do that, all right? So what we're gonna do now is let these vegetables sit on top, all right? And we're gonna let it cook down. This is gonna take about 10-15 minutes. All right, we're about 10 minutes into this now. And look at it, man, it's smelling good. It's got a little bit of Texas in it, a little bit of Louisiana in it, and I don't think any Italian. Now, that's what you want to see. Again, deer meat is naturally lean, so you're not going to have a lot of fat. And if you do, we still don't drain it. I mean, just watch where you buy your meat. If you have to end up draining and you got a lot of grease in there, get your meat somewhere else. But look at this, there's nothing to drain here. If y'all noticed a while ago, I didn't add any salt. I don't do that. I let everything blend in and cook. I don't like to over salt. People can always add salt. So right now, I'll add, and I wouldn't say ¼ cup, just sprinkle a little bit on top. Mix that back in, make sure it's all stirred in, and man, this is smelling good. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start adding all the stuff. Here's the diced tomatoes. I do that first because it's got liquid in it, and sometimes you need it, depending on how much water you need. So don't add your water first, add everything else. It looks a little, look at that color in there now. Last and final. Come back from hunting, guess what? We eat it. So, yeah, this is for the show, but we're gonna show you tonight how to eat it. Okay, now that that's all blended in, look at that color. All I'm gonna do now, just good old-fashioned water. And just cover it. Some people like their sauce a little runny. Some people like it thick. Please don't get in an argument with me with comments. It's how we do it, and I know everybody, but try this way. It's very easy. Our family tends to like it a little liquidy, but as this thing cooks, it thickens up. All we have left to do right now is you cover this thing up, you turn it to simmer, and when we come back, the cool thing about these cooking episodes is dinner will be ready, and we're gonna eat this. This is not like, yeah, we're cooking it for the show, but this is gonna be a meal for everyone that's here this evening and tonight, and when we get back, we don't have to rush around. We actually get to eat early. So I hope you use this. Again, go to our webpage. It's 𝑉iejoCreekOutdoors.com. All the ingredients, the recipe, and how to make it is going to be on there. I thank you for watching. I'm Keith Simpson with Viejo Creek Outdoors. We have a special treat for you today. We went on a field trip to A-to-Z Taxidermy in Junction, Texas. They're one of our favorite sponsors, and wow, do they have some nice animals. Here we are in historic downtown Junction, Texas at A-to-Z Taxidermy. Good friends of mine. Let's go inside. Y'all come with me and see what they got going on.
We're a family-owned company, A-to-Z Taxidermy, here in Junction, Texas on Main Street. We opened this Main Street location 12 years ago. I've been doing taxidermy for 15 years. Most of our work comes from the hill country here with whitetail and exotics, but we are USDA certified, so we do receive trophies from overseas. Right now I'm working on a camel from Australia and a red stag from New Zealand. Got some Africa pieces in the showroom as well. So really enjoy getting those unusual pieces to work on. So 𝐂𝐷𝐻𝐿 Taxidermy is family owned and operated. My husband and I are the owners. Our oldest daughter Lily is our office manager. Her husband Cody helps me in the taxidermy shop doing mounts. And our youngest daughter, who's away at college, but when she's back in town, she helps with the finish work. If you're ever in the Texas Hill Country, stop by and visit or bring your trophy in. We'd love to have you as a client. We can ship it anywhere in the United States. And we also do personal deliveries when we attend shows in the Northeast. So we'd be happy to bring it to you.
It's dark. Them dudes waited right till, what, Dad?
Dark 30.
5 minutes. Hey, if y'all ain't figured it out, this is my dad. I know y'all seen me on a lot of videos, and the reason you don't see him on any of my videos is because he doesn't, he's a good hunter. He knows how to hunt. But the reason we're not together is because he just likes to do it on his own. But this time I told him if he came, then I had to guide. I guide a lot of people. I put a lot of people on bucks, and I put a lot of people on hogs. So I said, why don't you let me do it? So right now we're doing it. We're just having some fun, but it got kind of stale. I bet we saw, how many deer we seen?
30, 35 deer.
We seen at least that. At least 30. I mean, it was ridiculous for a while.
We had a decent little 8-point, but
Yeah.
he's 3 years old.
We saw, and y'all saw that video. There's a 3-year-old. We don't shoot 3-year-olds. We shoot 5 and 6-year-olds. Very rarely do we shoot a 4 even. So this is fun. We're gonna go ahead and get out.
We were hunting on the Highlander stand, and we were actually buck hunting, but we only saw one young 8-point that we didn't shoot. Daylight was about to leave us, and I put the scope on him at about 150 yards, and I knocked him around, and he took off. He took off to the right and went up kind of like up a big hill with a bunch of cedar trees, and I knew I had hit him, but it's just it wasn't a lot of blood. It was a little bit, but not a lot of blood. And we tried to find him last night, and it was kind of hard to find him, and so we came back this morning, and he went about 300 yards, and we had to find him, and we luckily we got him.
We want to thank y'all all for watching. I'm Keith Simpson
I'm Buster Simpson.
with Viejo Creek Outdoors. At the end of the day, we give thanks.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time of fellowship.
Thanks for the animals we harvest. Thanks for the meat on the grill. But most of all, thanks for family.
Next week on Viejo Creek Outdoors.
And I said, oh my God, this is a shooter. So Keith said, shoot him, Mr. Jim. I said, okay.